Hi, welcome to the first episode of Commentary Week. I don't have a theme song. This is going to be the first one, and it is requested by James Edward Claird and Dr. Spelunker, which I'm sure is his real name. Anyway, they wanted to know, who did I prefer? Did I prefer Joel or Mike in Mystery Science Theater? Now, of course, for those of you not in the know, the show was created by Joel Hodgson, and he wanted the character name of Joel Robinson. After like 5 years, he decided to move on, but he could see that the show was still going strong, so he allowed it, of course, to keep going. And Mike filled in his shoes. He was the head writer of the show, and he made a lot of guest appearances. Matter of fact, he was pretty much almost in every episode up until then, playing a whole bunch of different characters, usually from the films. So he was pretty much the natural choice to fill in. And it's been, ever since then, a small discussion among Misty fans. Like, who was your favorite? And now here's the thing. This is actually, I'm going to take off a little bit further from the main point. Now, to answer the question just up front, I'm more of a Joel guy. Personally, I just love his kind of sardonic kind of methods, and just his delivery and the way he just goes about jokes. And he's of course the creator of the show, and there's just some kind of real charming quality to his personality that I just just never can't get over. But here's the other thing. I love Mike too. It's one of those things where, yeah, you gotta pick one, and you'll be more of a fan of one, but you can still love both. And Mike saved the show, and if it wasn't for him, I don't know. I mean, would they have chosen some outsider to play the host of the show, or would they have just chosen another one of the members of the write staff? I mean, of course, it couldn't have been Trace or Frank or Kevin. I mean, they were already, doing parts and stuff like that. I don't know. Anyway, he sort of had a leadership role anyway. And what he did something really interesting. He subtly changed the tone of the show. And he very wisely changed parts of the show, because there was a lot of Joel's act in the show with, the invention exchange and a lot of prop humor. And that wasn't really him, so, he tailored it to his style of humor. And what he did was he made a sleeker riff-making machine in the show. I wouldn't be surprised if there were more riffs per episode after he took over. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I got a personal favorite, but that's just it. Like, Lindsay, do you have a personal favorite? Aren't you more of a Mike person?
I'm more of a Mike girl.
You are more of a Mike girl. And see, that's the thing. We're not tearing each other, like,
But I don't dislike Joel.
That's right. And here's the thing I want to get to a little bit in this. I think this is a prime example of what I love about Mystery Science Theater fans and the whole MST3K fandom in general. I rarely hear Mysties fight about this. I mean, it's like, yeah, I like this guy more, but I don't like him more because I'm more of a fan than you are, or something like that. There's no people fighting, trying to prove that they're a better Misty than the others. And I think that may come from the performers, the creators of the show themselves. I think they have that attitude, like, it's just good-natured fun. It's just a TV show. Please relax. And I think that's kind of, trickled down into, the fandom. And I think it's attracted people who kind of have that feeling, like, a lot like the kind of people who showed up at Jon Stewart's rally just a month or so ago. People who don't have to take it up a notch. People who are just fine the way they are. And, there's no need to fight about everything. And that's what I really love about the show, and that's what I really love about my fellow Misties. I know when I find somebody who I know is a fan, instead of just a casual observer, I know I have kind of a rapport I can have with that person. And it's just everybody wins in this disagreement. So that's to answer your question, and another proof, another piece of evidence that I think is just why Mystery Science Theater Ship is my favorite show of all time. I think that's about it. Push the button, Lindsay.